Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday's meditation with me, Jill Pulowski at Vitalia Senior Living in Strongsville, Ohio. Every week we talk about something that we all go through. So whether it is joy or sadness or fear or anxiety, some point in our lives we all experience the same thing at some point in time. There is no escaping these things in life. And the best we can do is feel what we feel and relate to each other. We know that we're not alone. We know that someone else has gone through the same thing at some point in their lives. So it's important to talk about it. I think it is, because you never know who you're going to meet or who you're going to encounter that might be of help to you in their story, or vice versa. You might be of help to them in something that they're going through and can help them through their healing process. So one thing I want to talk about today is grief. We all go through grief at some point in our lives. There are different kinds of grief. When we think of grief, mostly we think of people leaving our lives. They're passing away. They're moving on to wherever we go next. And that is a very deeply heart-wrenching time for most people. We're saying goodbye to someone that we love, not knowing if we'll see them again. Sometimes in a process of people passing, we are grieving them for a long period of time. Maybe that person is sick with cancer and we're watching them slowly decline over the years, and we're grieving that whole time. The person we once knew who was full of life is now someone who might be bedridden or unable to move or speak even. We grieve our loved ones who are going through dementia, because again, they're not the person that they used to be. So they might not remember you, they might not remember certain things, and we're grieving that loss of the person that we could talk to about anything or spend time with and who understood us. And now they're kind of in their own little world, and it's hard to understand and accept. Sometimes we grieve the loss of something we love when a relationship ends. Maybe a friend moves away, or we get into an argument with a friend and our friendship no longer exists. Maybe you are grieving a divorce or an end of a loving relationship, a breakup. Maybe we are grieving the loss of a pet, which can be just as devastating, if not more, than our own friends and family. This is someone who loves you unconditionally, and now that being, that animal, is no longer with us. And everything can be replaced by another love, by another pet, but it's never the same, because that unique person or pet or whatever is giving you something special. Sometimes we even grieve the loss of jobs. We grieve the loss of our health, our own health, or maybe our bodies start to change, especially women. Maybe we're grieving going through menopause and all. I mean, there's a million things we're grieving. The loss of the elasticity in our skin, the loss of our energy. So we can lose many things in our life. It's not just the grief of losing loved ones, but also our own being, our sense of self. Sometimes I hear people often say, I don't know who I am anymore, because we change identities as we grow, and especially as we grow older. So today we're going to talk and look at grief a little bit deeper. We're going to look it in the face. We're going to feel all the feels and be okay with it, and know that either there's a place on another side that we will connect again, or there is a replacement, a new job, a new pet, a new sense of being. So let's look at that today. Before we begin in our meditation journey, we'll warm up the body a little bit, get rid of some of the stress and tension that we're holding. A lot of that stress and tension sits in the shoulders, in the neck, in the back. That's where I hold a lot. Sometimes it's upper back. Sometimes people hold all that stress in their lower back, which can be pretty painful. And sometimes we just have to clear what's in our mind to get rid of some of that physical pain. So let's warm up. Sit up tall in your chair. You know the drill. Feet flat on the floor. Let the blood flow to the toes. Make sure the shoulders are away from the ears. Stack the head above the heart and the heart above the hips. Relax and take a deep breath in. And take a slow, deep breath out. And take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. Good, one more time. Inhale. And big exhale. Good, let those shoulders draw up to your ears. Give yourself a big crunch. And exhale, let those shoulders pull all the way down. Pull the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Good, inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe it in. And breathe it out. Good, one at a time, let's bring those shoulders forward, kind of like we're swimming. Some movement going, some blood flow. And then the same one at a time, backwards, doing the backstroke. Good, and then take the elbows up and the elbows down. My arms are disappearing today. Must be the color of my shirt. Good. Oh, man, I'm got some tightness going on here. Good, one more time, elbows up, and shake it all out. All right, now that we're warmed up in the upper body, hopefully we've loosened up some of that shoulder tension, we can go ahead and relax. So keep your feet flat on the floor. Try not to cross the ankles or the knees or anything like that. Try not to sit on your feet. I know I do that a lot. I sit on my feet and then my toes go numb. So we don't want that. We want that blood flowing directly down into the toes. So go ahead, get comfortable. Maybe we lean back in our chair. Maybe we scooch our seat closer to the edge of the chair and start to relax here. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Let the eyes gently start to close. And let your teeth come apart from each other in the mouth so we're not clenching the jaw in any way, shape, or form. Relax your brow. And cozy up here in your seat. And as we sink into this place of peace and relaxation, find that nice, gentle rhythm of your breath. So try not to force anything. Just listen to the sound of your breathing in and out. And let the breath start to relax you deeper in the mind, deeper in the body. Relax the stress and tension in the head, the neck, the shoulders, the back. And let yourself fade away into this place of peace and calm. And in the heart and in the mind, I want you to take a deeper look. Look what is in the center of your heart and what you are grieving today. And think of someone who you have loved and lost, someone who might not be physically here anymore. And feel deeply that grief at the center of your chest, that longing, that missing. And as you feel deeply, maybe it's pain, maybe it's loneliness, whatever it is that you're feeling at this loss, in front of you, begin to visualize that person as if they were here in this room with you today. And see them sitting in front of you, looking back at your face. And as you are looking at each other and reconnecting and feeling each other's energy, feeling each other's presence, begin to bring up all of the memories, all of those joyous times, laughter and love. Maybe we remember some amazing trips we went on, things we shared, big milestones that you celebrated. And take time to really feel each one. And instead of feeling grief, instead of feeling sadness and loss, begin to feel gratitude. Feel gratitude for each moment that was given to you with this person. You know how lucky you were to have had this person in your life. You know how precious these moments, these memories are, and how this person changed you, what they brought to your life. And as you look at them and as they look back at you, and you see them there in front of you, thank them. Thank them for being a part of your journey. Thank them for all the things that they brought to your relationship, to your life, to your soul. Thank them for everything they taught you about love, about loss, about joy and freedom, kindness. And let go of all the sad feelings. And fill your heart and your mind with gratitude and love. And then go ahead and reach out to that person. Reach out with your arms wide open and embrace each other. Embrace each other and feel their light, feel their presence here today. And let their energy and light fill your heart and your soul. Feel it deep into your bones as you embrace. And allow them to go, knowing that one day you will be able to connect again. And come back to your seat in this room. And take a deep breath. And let's begin to visualize another loss in your life, whatever you want it to be. Maybe it's the loss of a pet. Maybe it's the loss of a job. Maybe it's the loss of your health. And again, see that in front of you. See the job in front of you. See your dear pet in front of you. See yourself in front of you if you are grieving the loss of your health and well-being. And feel deeply in your heart center the sadness and grief that that loss has brought to you. How much you miss the job that you once had, and all the people that were there, and all the wonderful things it gave to you, your purpose in life. And maybe visualize that dear pet that gave you the unconditional love that you so needed. And all the times you spent together. And the tail wags and the cuddles and the snuggles in times of need. Or maybe we're looking at ourselves and we see ourselves as a younger version, happy and free, mobile, healthy as can be. And take some time here to really look at whatever it is that you're grieving second here. And let it look back at you. And recall all the memories. And again, instead of feeling that pain, that loss, that longing, begin to feel gratitude. Gratitude for what that job gave you, the opportunities, the friendships that you've created, the sense of worth that it gave you. Your pet. Thank your pet for being there for you when no one else was. In those times of silence and stillness where you could just be and they couldn't say anything back to you. The comfort that they gave you in all situations. And look at yourself and thank yourself for being fun and free and living your life until something happened that slowed you down. Be grateful for the person you were and how that made you the person you are today. And then reach out and embrace whatever it is that you are grieving here. Embrace that job, embrace that pet, embrace yourself. And again, feel all of the energy and light that it is presenting today. Feel all of that love. Know that it's okay. Grateful for what all of those things have given you in this life. And then go ahead and let it go. And watch it walk away, knowing that they were such a huge part of your journey. And see yourself coming back and sitting in your chair. Relaxing the body and the mind, taking a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. And stay here for a moment, just as you are, knowing that all of the things in life that you are grieving today or have grieved at some time in this timeline of birth to now, know that everyone in this room has felt the same way as you. Everyone in this world has felt the same way as you. And it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to even be angry about it. But remember that you can replace that sadness with the memories, the joy, the gratitude for everything that you've lost because of what it gave you. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Invite in some soft, gentle movements, wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes inside of your shoes, giving your head a little rock from side to side. And coming back to that nice posture in your chair, sitting up tall, feet still on the floor. Relaxing the shoulders and the jaw, gently opening your eyes and take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Thank you for joining me today on this journey through grief. Sometimes it's not easy to sit and feel. Sometimes we want to avoid those feelings, and we all deal with grief differently. But if we can close our eyes and look at the goodness that the things that we lost have given us, maybe we can see a different piece of the sadness. Knowing that we don't have to be sad forever. We don't have to grieve forever. If we learn how to remember and be thankful for all that life gives us. Thank you all for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.